NFL Week 1, it's a couple of weeks away, but we're just simply too excited not to get this play out to you guys. We want to get it out now while the value is really there. It's a little early, but we love this play. It's going to 10x our money on the sports books. We're going to dive into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go over it. And if that sounds good to you, let's go. Now, before we get deep diving into the play that we love for the NFL in Week 1, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and go down below in the description to find the link tree. You can get free plays every single day for all of your favorite sports down in the pinned comments. The link tree is going to have ways for you to lock the play in right here in this video for absolutely free. And now this is exactly what I'm talking about, exactly what the link tree looks like. It's everything sports betting ape. You got Outlier, a great research tool for you to use, something that will be paramount to your success in the NFL season besides copying premium and besides watching these videos. Outlier is probably the third best option on there and still better than 99% of what you will see besides this channel on YouTube. So get Outlier. It's a great research tool. Maybe I will eventually dive in and show you guys exactly how I use it every single day, but we just don't have time in this video. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But once the NFL season's around, I will be able to show you something that I utilize every single week in the NFL, something that's made me tons of money throughout the year. So maybe I'll even do a separate video all on that. But Outlier, either way, is a great research tool. And these are more free plays. That is simply my winnable, which is down in the pinned comments. Like I said, cheat sheets, bonus plays, lottos every day for you guys to consume, digest, and hopefully cash more slips over there. And then if you want free premium for a week, if you want an entry into our NFL Pick'em, where you just got to pick the team that you want to win every single game, every single week, and you win prizes. First place is the off-season pass. It'll be from after the Super Bowl all the way up until NFL preseason. You'll get that for absolutely free. Premium galore for the off-season pass right there. First prize winner takes that home. Second prize gets a free 3-month pass in premium, and first prize gets that free month in premium. And besides that, you'll get that 7 days of premium, 7 days of premium for free. And in that Pick'em League, it's just going to be a hell of a time. So sign up for any one of these, take advantage, deposit, use the code, and send it to the number below. Now, there are 3 that I have to suggest more than the rest just because I simply think they're the better ones. Prize Picks, use code FFAPE, you bet 5, you get 50 instantly with code FFAPE. Legal in just about every single state, to include New York, where I live. And I just found something else out. Now, I've known this, that Sleeper, when you sign up with code FFAPE, you get a free $20. I've known that when you deposit $100, you get $100 on Sleeper because they have that $100 deposit match. I've known that. What I did not know is that in New York, I can use it like a sports book. I can bet on money lines. I can bet all of that on Sleeper, which is absolutely amazing. Some of the lines that I've already been looking at because it's new to me, using the Sleeper in that function, I get a higher payout than DraftKings and FanDuel. So take advantage of Sleeper. If you're in a state where you think it's not legal, go ahead and try to sign up with code FFAPE. Get your free $20. See what you can use it for. It's a tremendous app. That's also where our NFL Pick'em is. And I get money for signups. I have an affiliate deal with them, but they also have the best fantasy football layout, in my opinion, out of all of them. And I've been a Yahoo fantasy sports guy for a long time, and I just like Sleeper a little bit more. So great app. Even if you can't use FFAPE, I highly recommend getting that one. And then ONYX odds. You spend 10, you get 200. It's that simple. Code FFAPE, and you get a free 7 days per sign up. Now, before we start deep diving into all the player props and plays that we love here on this slate in the MLB on Tuesday and going over our NFL, I guess you could call it future, but it's really just a week 1 lotto. We got one last thing we have to say. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We do receive commission for signups made through those links. Great way to support the channel. You get all those great promo funds, the free 7 days of premium. Take advantage, sign up, and send that proof to the number at the bottom of your screen. Excuse me. NFL Lotto, 10xing our money on week 1. This is where we're going to make so much money this season. It's going to be absolute chef's kiss. We're starting off with the Super Bowl champions themselves, Seattle Seahawks, going up against the Patriots, who I am very curious to see how they do. I know if you're a Patriots fan, you're going to be disgusted at what I'm about to say. They were a very good team last year. Drake May looked great. Mike Vrabel, great coach. Not great husband, great coach. But they had the easiest schedule in the NFL last year. They're starting off with a juggernaut. Yes, they might want some revenge. I just think Seattle's too damn good to give it to them. We're taking Seattle there on the money line in Seattle on banner night. We're taking Seattle on the money line. Next, the Detroit Lions should be an absolute give me. I do think the Saints are going to be a good team. Listen, I think the Saints are probably going to win the NFC South, but the Lions are going to probably win their division as well. Tyler Shuck's going to be great. The Lions defense is going to be better. The Lions offense, they have the best player, in my opinion, in the NFL in Jahmyr Gibbs. We're taking the Lions on the money line. Next, the Buffalo Bills get a very, very hard week 1 matchup. Everybody wants the Bills this year. I want the Bills this year. I think they could have the potential to win the Super Bowl, even with their new head coach, Joe Brady, his first year coaching as the head coach of that team. I think they're going to make a great push, but I do think they fall week 1. I think the Houston Texans defense is just too damn tough. Now, we're not going to get crazy. Josh Allen could always pull some rabbits out of his hat. So we're taking the Texans there, plus 7.5. And that brings us to the probably worst team in the NFL, going up against a team that I think is going to make some tremendous progress this year. New coach, new schemes. Brian Daboll, for whatever his mistakes were in New York, is a phenomenal coach when it comes to the quarterback. Remember, he is the one that found Josh Allen and made him who he is. And now he's got Cam Ward, an absolute stud. We're taking the Titans plus 3.5. This is going to be the only game where they're favorited. We gave them a field goal. They're minus 1.5, I believe, right now in the book. So if you hurry and lock this one in as it is, that plus 3.5 will be minus 265 versus week 1. By the time the game kicks off, it'll be in the 300s there. So we like the Titans. We like the value. We're giving them a field goal. I think they win the game. And then we got the LA Chargers. Again, another team that I think is, if it wasn't for the Broncos, they'd probably win their division as well. Tremendous lineup. They have Mike McDaniels from the Dolphins coming over to cook up some massive schemes in that offense. He's finally got a quarterback that has all the tools in Justin Herbert. Now, let's see if Justin Herbert takes that leap and wins some playoff games this year. But you got to think, going up against the Arizona Cardinals, that Chargers defense alone is going to be able to stop Jacoby Brissett. That Chargers defense alone might be able to outscore what the Cardinals offense. So we're going with the Chargers there. That one's the biggest one there on the whole entire slip, minus 535. That one should be an absolute lock. Then this one could be tough, but I love the Vikings at home. Their spread overall at home as the underdog is extremely high. It's heavy in their favor as winning those games. I think it's going to be a tough environment to Green Bay to go in. Now, it's a division rivalry game, so honestly, anything could happen, which is why we're giving the Vikings 3.5, but I do think they win this game at home to start the year. Kyler Murray, for whatever his flaws were in the Arizona, I think that they're going to get him figured out in in Minnesota, because quarterbacks just go there and get resurrected. And this might be Kyler Murray's resurrection year. So we're going with the Vikings plus 3.5 on that one. And then we got the Denver Broncos plus 4.5 against the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't believe they're not favorited in this one. I get it. They're in Kansas City. I get it. Patrick Mahomes is supposed to be back for week 1, but the Broncos are still the better team. So it blows my mind how they're not favorited in that one. We're taking the Broncos plus 4.5. That is our NFL Week 1 Lotto, 10xing our money right off the rip. I love this play. I'm going to love it today. I'm going to love it the day before Week 1. I'm going to love it the day after Week 1 when it cashes. Lock it in. That's all we got for you in this video. Thank you guys so much for your time. We'll see you in the next free play video.